Okay, so we have seen that how to run the sqoop action, email action. We got the email also successfully. These are all the logs from resource manager, and this is actual web console of oozie. From here you can just monitor, you cannot do any modification. You can, whenever you submit, so the oozie action or oozie whatever action you define, so oozie workflow can be submitted through command line also. Okay, so there is a command of oozie submit, and then you just need to provide the XML workflow.xml path to it, and it will submit action. So once that action gets submitted, ultimately just like whatever we have done through job designer, ultimately this is the read-only console where you can just monitor the progress of your oozie workflow. Okay, now once we have done that, now add hive actions to it. Okay, now I will make it more complicated in terms of what we can do. So what we'll do is basically, let's pick hive action. So since we have got this once we will get this user, the data from school for school. So what we can do is we can create two more tables on the same location. Okay, and for that we can create two separate hive script that will create the table pointing to this particular directory. Okay, so how we can do that is basically, hive action. So to perform hive action, we need to copy the hive site XML configuration file in oozie user oozie shell. If I'm not sure if it is required in case of job designer, because we have everything for hive in terms of jar, but let's see if it really requires. So what we can do is, let's run a standalone hive action and try to see if it gets successful. Okay, what I will do is basically I will create this school directory. Sorry, okay, I will create so this is sorry, mistake. Okay, so this is basically we are going to create a HQL query language kind of file. Okay, extension does not matter. You can just put any name of the file, and with any extension you can create it. Just put some hive statements in it. Okay, so let me just copy this thing. It is pointing to HDFS master. Let me just remove all this. User hive warehouse school. It is actually pointing to this. Okay, and it has some first name, last name, class, age. So let me just try to verify it over here on MySQL if the schema matches. Use Hadoop underscore example. Describe the school. So 1 2 3 4 5 6. First name, last name, class, first name, serial first, last, class, 6. Yeah, so it is matching actually. Okay, and we can create table external. If not, school we already docked, right? So let's say school underscore new. We are going to create the table name like this, and in the other script we will say new one or something like that. Okay, so let me just save this. Okay, create external table, everything is okay. Row format deleted fields, lines, location is user hive warehouse school. Now we need to copy this we need to create an script, and we need to put that script in the HDFS directory, and need to provide the same path in the workflow.xml. Okay, so let me just put this in some Hadoop fs minus ls user hive warehouse hive. Okay, let me first make the directory because the directory might not be there. mkdir user hive warehouse, I will say hive action kind of thing. And once this is created, let's put this file over there. And go to job designer and let's just select a new workflow. Just say hive action. Just try to check if the things are going proper. Put a hive action over here and name it to be hive action. The name could be arbitrary, anything, whatever suits your script. Now here you will need to say user hive warehouse hive action, and this is the script we are going to get. And I think that's it. Just done and submit. So I saved the changes, now submit. So for this also you need to have the oozie launcher should come up. Now we just need to make sure that if any jar is missing or any high site XML is missing, if it will give that kind of error, we need to place whatever missing file in the HDFS path. Currently it is running. So the hive action should also come up. Okay, Tej, it means that it is a hive workflow. I mean hive action that is getting performed. Succeeded, both of them are succeeded, so this is 100% completed. It means that in hive basically we should be able to get, now instead of running hive separately, we can go to Bayvex and try to say show tables, and if check, I will say use Hadoop underscore example and say show tables, right, and run this, execute. So we should be able to see school underscore new, right? That's what is we are expecting. So school new got created. Now we can just drop the things from here as well. So go to query editor and say drop table is cool underscore new, and now do show tables. So now after dropping it, we should not be able to see it. Because we are going to rerun it, so there is no school new is there. Now what we will do is basically let's let me copy it again to, let's say, create school to new, and here we just need to say new 2. Okay, so this is going to be second table. Okay, they are all going to point to the same thing. What we just need to verify is that can we perform parallel hive executions in sqoop, in oozie workflow, right? Now we do have 2 scripts. One is that one, and another. So let me put this also. Okay, so create school 2. So under this directory we will have two separate files pertaining to 2 separate tables, though they are all pointing to the same hive directory. That would be okay. I mean, we are going to select separate files for separate hive action in oozie. So go to again to the job designer. So we are having workflows. Currently this is hive action, right? So what we can do is now let's create one more and try to make it more complicated in terms of, let's say, sqoop email hive. Okay, and let's start with sqoop action. Sqoop a. Okay, and the command we already have it somewhere or not. Where did we submit that sqoop? Yeah, here it is. Okay, so let me put it here. We need to add path user hive warehouse where is that jar? User hive warehouse, where did we put user hive user oozie share lib, and this is that jar that is required for this action to be successful. So this action is defined now. What did I do? Sorry, I think I closed it. User oozie share lib. Done. Okay, so this is done. Once this is successful, we need to send an email saying that email sqoop. Sqoop action is done. Sqoop is successfully completed. Now let's submit one more parallel action. That that would be email action again, where it is email. I'm going to put it here. Email to hive action start. Hive action is starting. Done. So we do have two parallel forks. So we have joined the fork. So two actions will be submitted. Now once they both get completed, we will submit one hive action. Okay, so I will say hive1, hive1 create table. Script name would be user hive warehouse hive action. This is the first table that is going to be created. Done. Right. Then one more action will be performed after this. Would be we have sqoop fork of two email action. After this will finish, you will have this one, or over here we can put, right? So once email action is going to be started, so we need to put it over here. So after this, email action will perform, and we need to put one more. Okay, so this table will have, okay, let's put one email action over here. I'm not sure if it is going to work or not, but let's take that challenge. Email hive1. This is just like that only. So how we are able to see it, the same sequence. In the same sequence, the oozie workflow will take it. gmail.com. hive1, hive action 1 is done. Is cool underscore new table is created. See how it will happen. It will start, it will come perform sqoop action, then it forks, right? So this will be sent, this will be sent. Once this both gets completed, this action after email 2 will be started. Okay, so hive table 1 created, then email will be sent after this. One more email action will perform. Okay, now after this hive 2 will be submitted, right? So pick one more hive table, hive action over here, hive underscore 2, hive 2 table creation. Select that, and it should be hive user, hive warehouse, hive action. This time this one, hive is equal to, right? Done. And then after this, submit one more email action, hive underscore 2 underscore email kind of thing. Email, right? So address mimant@gmail.com, hive table 2 created. So it is school underscore new 2 table created, right? So it's been along, and after that it's end. Okay, there's a series of multiple actions. Now save it, and without thinking too much, just submit it. Let's see what happens. Actually join comes here. It means that they all will come, try to complete together. Okay, so this is how actually it looks like. So fork, when this submitted, then this 2 will be submitted, and all this, so they both, this all action will come to be a single part. So after this all finished, then this join will happen. You could have put one more thing, that overall execution is completed, one more email action we can put over here. So let's wait how it goes. So once we finish this, basically we will try to see the coordinator job flow, in which we can just currently, as soon as we submit the action, or the overall workflow gets start executing, right? But what we require, if yes, dependency, if dependency is failed, yes, so you cannot move ahead with the next one. Yeah, even in case of parallel execution, so both should finish before you will move to the join part. So in this workflow, basically all this should be finished if you want to come over here on join 17. Okay, so on this join 17, suppose if we want to put some action, right? So that action will not be started unless this is email is sqoop and email to hive 1, email hive 1, hive 2 and hive 2, they're all finished. Okay, you cannot come to the join. Was that your question? Yeah, we can try to make it our own, but the thing is, the rules are, if you define a fork, okay, so as soon as you, so when I say fork means this is the fork. Here fork 16, it is fork means what? After completion of this sqoop 1, oh, I think we already got failed. Why it is failed? Maybe the directory is already present or what? Sqoop 1 error. Why? Sqoop 1 error. Sqoop 1 error. Let me just try to understand why it is. So basically it is finished and it is map reduce, right? Let me go to the what was that got. So sqoop 1 error, right? It is the, which job it is? What is the log it is saying? Maybe we can get something over here. Maybe some directory is already present or what? Action. Now this is how your overall XML looks like for that particular job. Graph is like this. Error, why it is set to be error? Oh shit, we already have that file. Let me just delete it. So these silly mistakes that we generally do. Let me HDFS. Actually, in this case, we also need to get an email action for the failure, right? But somehow we need to understand how we can do that. So sqoop email hive, submit.
Is there any parameter kind of thing which we can pass it to the next job who will take care, like?
Yes, that also can be done. So parameters in the sense, right? I mean, if we look to this particular thing, this is this is first job, it gets completed, its output is given to the next one. So fork means it will send an email action, two email actions simultaneously perform. And since this chain is also the part of this one, this is the part of fork only. So this will start, then this is start, this start, this start, and finally I'm not sure if hive 1 and hive 2 they both try to start at the same time. We
No,
need to
I'm
check.
asking in terms of parameter, like whether that job has been done successfully
Yes,
or
yes,
got failed.
that is
So
automatically
based on the
taken care.
description,
That is automatically taken care by oozie
based on
itself. Oozie itself. It
so
will
no,
first check. Yeah.
based on the description
Hmm.
of that particular job, we can notify via mail whether the job got failed or done has been completed successfully. You got my point?
Yes, I got. See, the thing is, if you talk about this thing, right? If it is successful, we need to send an email to for the successful. If it is an error, we should be able to send an email for error. Depending on the output of this sqoop one, that is on 416, only then these sections will be starting, right? So that's what I understood, right? I mean, that is what you are asking. So yeah, so basically that can be done. I mean, oozie takes care of it, and we just need to understand it how we can add the error action also. I mean, currently we are assuming that this is successful and we are sending the successful email. Okay. Though if you see that this error, when it is stuck on error, we did not get an email for successful, did we? Currently not. Okay, so now currently it is running. So scoop action is started now. It's running, running, running. So we are having 32% of total cluster utilization as of now. Finish succeeded. Just try to check if it is stuck somewhere. Currently 83%, we should have get an email of hive action is starting and scoop action is performed, right? So these two things we have already got. Scoop is successfully completed and hive action is starting. So around 2 3 because both of them have started parallelly. So these two things are done. It is running now. It is actually telling you currently we are here. Hive 1 is getting running. So it will now open a Tej execution engine, right? So currently hive is launcher. So these are finished. For hive actually it has again launch new launcher that will take care of the Tej execution engine. So it will actually take more time. I mean, it will come to 2 and then it will submit the hive action. That will take more 2 containers. Once that is completed, we will get the first hive completion. Currently running. How much partition? It will also tell you that how much partition. Percentage it is completed. So currently it is on 83%. This action is running. So it is running now. It will submit a Tej application. So Tej is now coming up. So it is still running. Now it will create this hive table and send an email action and then jump on to the next creation of hive table. So again it will be the separate action. Okay, it will take some time, but then if you see the workflow is going perfectly fine. So Tej is accepted. It is running now. It won't take much just to create a table. So it is succeeded. This is succeeded now, and we got the another email called hive action 1 is done. Will tell you that school new table is created, right? Now it will go to this action. Hive 2 is running now, right? Our overall completion is 87%. So it will take this much time again and send and final and then come to an end. Okay, so I think we are going good, right? So these actions, these two things are also completed. Now this is the next one. New Z work point, new oozie action will come up. So for every action you see that oozie launcher will actually pick up, it submits one more MapReduce application basically that will take care of the next course of action, whatever it will perform. Okay. So this is how you can completely orchestrate your an overall workflow of oozie, having multiple actions and try to notify everything whatever you are going with. Okay, and this will be the kind of, on the next very day when you go to office, basically you just need to go through all these emails, what has been successful, what has been failure, how many. You can also put some more statistics to this particular kind of emails, so that you will be automatically also, I mean, this is also will be helpful to automate the ticket generation, right? Suppose if you want to generate a save two tickets, save one ticket, or high priority tickets, incidents basically, so that you will also will be notified on the email, but also your incident management team will be notified by just automatically creation of the tickets or incidents basically, right? So since we are getting the email automatically, depending on that email and its severity, basically you can also create an incident and assign it to the group whoever is responsible for that thing. So even at the night around 2 p.m. or 3 p.m. you will get a call from the incident management team, and they will ask you that this particular job gets stuck, please take care of this one. And then during the SLA we just need to fix everything. So that with the help of this kind of automation, oozie, it will be very, very much helpful in order to do the automated process of all those things, right? Since we have the email notification kind of thing, so we can easily monitor the complete process end to end. Okay, so I think by now the page should be starting. It's running now, and it should finish, and we should be able to get. So this is finished. This is finished. We should be able to get a new email saying the table 2 is also created. Yes, we have got it. Hive table 2 is also created. School new 2 table created, right? And we can just go on here and try to check if they really got created. So I will say use and show tables. So we should be getting school new and school new 2, right? So I think you covered a lot, right? So basically this is school new also created, school new 2 also created, right? So these are all completely automated. I mean, we did not do anything manual. Okay, so I think hope it gets you the clear idea about like how the workflow can be designed and automated.